You may remember that on this hive, last time, I had moved into follower boards to reduce the space, hoping to get them into the swarm mode. And today, I'm going to go in there and look to see if I was successful. And then later, I'm going to go down to the third hive in this line, and I'm going to split it in half and put it in the second hive in this line. The second hive I made recently to replace one that I had used for a split earlier. So, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time in here. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning on a partly cloudy day. There's a little bit of sun right now, but the weather's changing. There's a front coming that's going to produce rain this afternoon. And usually when the barometer is changing, the bees are a little more aggressive and quote unquote pissy than normal. So they may be a little aggressive, but we're going to take a quick look anyway. This hive's a boomer. There's lots and lots of bees in here. For some reason there's lots and lots on this side of the follower board. They're bleeding over. And there's lots and lots on this side of the follower board. So what I'm going to do, give myself a little space. And take a look in there. So, these are rather dark bees. Lots of drones in there. And they're building out quickly. This is the only one that has a marked queen on it. So I ought to be able to find the queen rather quickly. There she is right there. She was on the very first bar. I'm not going to disturb that one much. I'm going to go out. The queen was on the very first bar I looked at, which was the end bar. And she's laying eggs. She's in between there. What I'm really looking for is swarm cells. And there's lots of fuzzy bees in here. I don't know if it's just me, but they seem to be more fuzzy when the younger they are. There's a lot of young bees in here, so they're hatching out really well. This is a really good queen. There's a good queen down in the third hive here, and that's the one Cap Honey. And they're attaching it to the sides again. That always makes them angry when I break those attachments. This next bar is just being drawn out. I can tell by the look of it that it was one that I placed in, a little oddly shaped. I expect to find eggs on it. Well, I breathed on it. They don't like it when you breathe on it. What I'm really looking for is swarm cells. This bar is attached. When you feel a little bit of resistance, you know they're attached. There's a lot of resistance on this bar. It's attached about halfway down. I don't like that much when you do that. I crushed one with this, and they're after it. So that's made them angry. Now I've got a push pin. I got a push pin in this. I got a push pin in this bar. I don't remember exactly. That's probably telling me that there was a queen cup there. I think I found 2 queen cups last time. You don't like it when you go in to cut away the burr comb. Sometimes they'll build these queen cups. Sometimes they'll build them and tear them down. I guess they're practicing, or they're doing it just for I don't think they do it for the fun of it. Or maybe everybody doesn't get with the program. Lots of cat brood. Good looking hive. But I'm still not seeing any swarm cells. This one had a little pull on it, so yep, there's the well, they didn't like that much. It always upsets them when I cut away the burr comb. They spend a bit of time being angry as a knife. Okay, I'm in the older part of the hive. Comb's getting really dark. I mean, there's lots of those little I wouldn't expect to see. I'm in the main brood portion of the hive. Really wouldn't expect to find a swarm cell here. It's usually going to be on each end of the brood area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to the other end of the brood area, where there's more likely to be eggs at the right age for swarm cells. I don't see any attempt down here to build swarm cells. And I'm not going to disturb this hive anymore. because they're such a happy lot. So I'm going to put them back together. And sometimes I'd put empty bars inside in this brood area, but I'm not going to do that because I want them, yeah, maybe, well, because I don't really want to go in the brood area again. Maybe I'll put an empty bar in. No, I'm not going to put an empty bar in. I'm going to try to move 3 bars at a time. I saw a couple of small hive beetles when I first went in here, but there's a lot of bees. And when there's a lot of bees, they do a really good job. When there's a lot of bees, they do a really good job. I just heard one crush. When there's a lot of bees, they do a really good job of corralling the small hive beetle. Okay, I didn't see any swarm cells, and that's really all I was looking for in this hive. I didn't see it where I would expect to see them. So I'm going to put it back together and leave it to its own devices. So, next we're going to take a look down there at that third hive and split it in half.